Saturday night, loyal fans. So good to see you tonight on Comedy Sports, your home for competitive improv in virtual not reality, but we're here, we're live, we're doing stuff on screen. We're so happy to have you here. This is Comedysportz Chicago on Twitch. This is comedy, not played or not about sports, but played as a sport. We have some fantastic players who are going to be doing games and jokes and songs for you all night long. Now, many of you have been here before, and if you have, I want you to look over to the right side of that screen and put some ones inside that chat box that you see over there. Oh, and we've already got gifting subs coming in. Thank you so much for that. Allie does improv. But yeah, if you've been here before, put some ones in. We've got Wark Milder. I wonder who that could be. That sounds like a new name. Susan Remley is here, of course, as always, supporting one of her children who might be in the show tonight. Fantastic. If this is your first time being here at Comedysportz, let's put some twos inside that chat that you see over to the right side. Or some rainbow hearts, which Wark Milder has. That's pretty cool. And we've already got a hype train going. This is so fantastic. I love it so much. All right. So here is how Comedysportz works for those of you who have been here or maybe haven't been here. We're going to be coming to you all night long for suggestions to help our players get ready for the games that they're going to play. To get us started and to kind of get us in the motion of performing and putting in some suggestions, you know, fall is pretty much here. It's Labor Day weekend. Let's just admit it. Pumpkin spice is everywhere. So in the chat, what I want to see are some of your favorite fall activities. What are things that you're really looking forward to in the chat? Like for me, I can't wait to watch a lot of college football because college football is the greatest sport in the world. So let's get some other fall activities that you might like in the chat. All right, we got some good ones coming in from Pat O'Connelly and also from Mark. Anything else? Very cool. Very good. Anything else? Yes, yes, yes. These are all great. We're all very excited to be part of fall. Hello, October. Hello, September. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to be doing that all night long. Get ready. Get your thinking brains on because that's important. And we're only we're 88% of the way to our next level hype train. So, you know, let's get to that point. Now, before we start bringing our performers to the screen, we want to show you something that is not only impressive, it's also amazing. Take it away, Ryan.
What's your story? What's your sign?
Welcome to Comedysportz.
It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive, we come alive. Oh, 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 we come alive. Yeah, we come alive. Oh, 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 we come alive.
Are you warmed up and ready? Yes, that's right. We are coming back live in person at the Den Theater. We're so excited about that. We made so many new friends here in the virtual world. If you're in Chicago, we would love to come and meet you in person and do our show for you at the Den Theater. So check out our website for more information on that. Now, let us get to the actual match. Let's see who our players are for tonight. Ryan, roll that other video, my friend. Fantastic. We have a great match of new players, old players, a little bit of a mix of both. We're so excited to have everyone here tonight. Starting off for the red team, they are coming all the way from Kenosha. They are the Red Kenosha's and also the Napervillians. Kenosha Napervillians. They're doing a little bit of one and back. But hey, let's get to who's actually on the team, because that's all that matters. Starting us off is Richard Kalis. Coming up in the second position, he loves his feet. Loyal fans, it is Robbo Grabowski. Yeah, hey buddy. And your captain for the Napervillian Kenosha's is Bethany Remley. She's got blonde hair, just like me, so that's fun. Blondes have more fun, we do. But hey, you know what? They have a big battle coming up because they're going up against our downtown Chicago bosses, our returning champions. Let's meet that team. Kicking us off is Maureen Winston, who might be getting an assist from a special friend who isn't technically allowed in the show, but we might let it pass. Coming up second for the Chicago bosses is our lovely Nicole Devin. Howdy, partner. And leading us off, the captain for your downtown Chicago bosses is Kate Cohen. Kate, put down the drink. You gotta perform. Oh no. And finally, let's welcome to the screen our wonderful, wonderful ref, Kat Godsick.
Hello! How are you, Nick?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Good.
How fun is this tonight? You and I get to hang out, watch a show.
I know. I love watching shows.
Hey, listen, there's just a couple fouls that I want to tell the audience about, or the loyal fans. First of all, most of you, since you've been here before, you understand that it is not allowed to go out of bounds. If you say anything that is a dirty, vulgar, gross, obscene, Bed Bath, or Beyond, well, we have a robot in the chat who will kick you out. No questions asked. Got it? So everybody, be cool. All right. That's the first foul we need to talk about. The second one is the technical foul. Technical foul is when everybody in the end, all the humans do everything right, and the computer messes up. A technical foul is going to be called when somebody's muted, if they are glitching, if they freeze. We had some amazing technical fouls in our 7:30 show last night. Like, honestly, a championship technical foul match. And so so far we're like crushing it compared to technical foul wise. And so let's hope the rest of the night goes off just as smoothly. What do you say, Nick?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Sounds cool to me. Well then, let's get the captains to the field. Captain Kate, Captain Bethany, Captain Bethany, Captain Kate, please shake hands. All right, wonderful. And you both know what's coming. It's going to be a geography challenge. Oh. Mark Wilder, please keep me honest to this, because we are going to go to countries that have changed on the globe since 1988, which is the year I graduated college. Got it? Countries that are new countries.
New countries are like
graduated.
Things that have been changed, removed. Okay, it's fine. I got it.
And you know what? It's going to be new countries, and it's since I graduated college. All right. And Mark Wilder, I'm looking at you in the chat. Keep me honest. We'll start with the defending champions. Kate.
Zaire.
Oh, unified Germany.
The Gold Coast or Ghana.
Yugoslavia.
The USSR.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. USSR ended in 1988.
And Yugoslavia ended since then too, so you're both wrong. I give it to our defending champions by default. And there we have
honestly,
it.
I feel like I need to sit down.
This was a hard.
It's all night long. All night long, Bethany. All
right from the
was it for the Czech Republic?
All right, here we go.
What about my hometown that had several changes in street name? Does that count?
I defer to Mark Wilder on that. He will rule in the chat, but for now on the screen, you will choose an opening head-to-head to challenge Captain Bethany's neighbor villains to you.
Oh, I will do this?
Correct!
Oh, it's on. Okay, I'm challenging them to the non-geography related game of Try That On for Size.
Do you accept, Bethany?
I, like a reunified Germany, accept.
All right. Let's get both those teams to the screens and in the chat right now. I would like you to put a bunch of different active activities, things that require you to use your arms, your head, your shoulders, your legs, your fingers, whatever it is, all right? Put those in there. And the game of Try That On for Size, I will explain it to you like this. Each team will have to mime the activity that you suggest. And when they are miming it, they must tell us what they're doing that looks like what they're miming, but isn't. That's right. It is pretty subjective. I will decide whether they actually do that or not. Also, I can call anybody out who repeats something that's been said before, who makes up something that doesn't exist. For any reason that displeases me, I may call a team out or a player out. The first team to cycle through all three of their players will lose, and the other team will get 5 points and the early lead. All right? So, first we have Maureen and Richard. Maureen and Richard, we're going to start with the defending champs. That's Maureen. And it is, thank you, C. Morty Mort. We're chopping down a tree. Chopping down a tree. Maureen, begin!
I'm chopping down a tree. Try that on for size.
I'm playing baseball. Try that on for size.
I'm Jeff Galooly, and you are Tanya Harding. Try that on for size.
I am pulling my arms. Try that on for size.
Actually, Jeff Galooly did not actually use the baton. He hired someone.
Oh, you got that other guy. That's right.
He got that other guy who I think his name was somebody Stone, I believe.
Richard.
But anyway, and it was also Mark Wilder, the source for everything. It was Nancy Kerrigan who got it, not Jeff Galooly. I mean, not Tanya Harding. She got everything wrong. Thought about letting it go.
Cool.
I'm glad I didn't. Okay, Richard, you stay. Maureen, you leave. And our new player, Richard, you're gonna start this next one. Nicole, it's you versus Nicole, and you will be. Thank you, Missy Sue. Hi, Missy Sue. You will be blowing bubbles. Blowing bubbles, beginning with Richard. Begin.
I'm blowing bubbles. Try that on for size.
Sometimes I just need to dry my thumbnail by blowing on it. Try that on for size.
I'm blowing out the smallest birthday cake. Try that on for size.
I see a clue and will use my magnifying glass to see it closer. Try that on for size.
I'm about to kiss my very tiny daughter as she goes to school. Try that on for size.
Hey kid, smell my breath. Do I need a mint? No? Try that on for size.
I am brushing my teeth. Try that on for size.
That's not how you brush your teeth.
How we do it in my household.
Okay, well, good luck with the dentist bills. You're out of here. And up
Kat,
it's yes?
I have a news update.
Give me the news update.
Sean Eckhart, a friend of Galooly's, was also Harding's bodyguard and was paid $6,500 to carry out the attack.
It was all right. Sean,
This has been your news update.
all right, thank you. Okay, so Nicole, you and Bethany, Nicole, you'll start. You're going to be learning a TikTok dance. You're going to be learning a TikTok dance, whatever this means to you. Trust me, I don't know. I won't know if you do it wrong. I will let Mark Wilder say if it's too wrong. He's my source for all rulings, but Nicole, we'll start with you. Begin!
I'm learning a TikTok dance. Try that on for size.
I'm washing this car. Try that on for size.
I've got a giant bag of popcorn. I'm shaking it up to make sure the salt's evenly distributed. Try that on for size.
Look, I brought a big blow-up ball for this concert, guys. Try that on for size.
Oh my god, I have to drive home, but my nails are wet, so I have to hold the steering wheel like this. Hope I don't get in an accident. Try that on for size.
I am freaking out. No one has done a single chore while I was out all day. I can't run this house by myself. Try that on for size.
Guys, my hip seems to be failing me every time I try to take a step. Try that on for size.
I'm in a fashion show for the first time. Try that on for size.
Show Grandma how to do the robot. Am I doing the robot? Try that on for size.
Actually, Nicole, you are doing the robot. You are doing the robot. So I'm afraid you're out of here. I believe this is the last player up for our bosses, right? We still have one left.
Don't worry, I got this.
All right, cool. Yes, it seems as if, Mark Wilder, I have made you the commissioner of the night. You are the source for rulings. Next suggestion, we'll start with you, Bethany. Thank you, Team Bookmark. You're going to be air drumming. Air drumming. Begin.
I'm air drumming. Try that on for size.
I'm drying my socks the old-fashioned way. Try that on for size.
I'm protesting. Try that on for size.
I'm dancing at a bat mitzvah. Try that on for size.
I'm at my first sailing lesson. Try that on for size.
I don't need a mixing bowl. All I need is my hands and determination. Try that on for size.
Do the hustle. Do the hustle. Try that on for size.
Bethany, I'm sorry, that's the same as dancing at a bat mitzvah.
Oh no, that is. That's all they do is the hustle, right?
It was the hustle and the horror, baby. Sorry.
So the H dances that dominate the mitzvahs. All right, so we are going to have one more.
I'm here.
One more activity.
Oh boy.
Right? Am I right? Hello, Grabo. You are your team's final. Oh, this is fun. All right, you're your team's final. Both of you are. Whoever wins this round, their team gets 5 big points. Thank you, Amanda Brock. You will be winning at Twister. You're not playing Twister. You are winning at Twister. We're gonna start with with Kate, since you won the last round. Begin.
I'm winning at Twister. Try that on for size.
Hey Ma, I'm a pretzel. Try that on for size.
I am David Copperfield, and this is my last act. Try that on for size.
Hang on, my hand's stuck in the sleeve. You ever have that? Can you unbutton the front of the sleeve? Try that on for size.
I'm Medusa, but with the hands. Try that on for size.
There's a bug on my arms. There are bugs all over my arms. Try that on for size.
I'm a human Christmas cracker. Try that on for size.
No, there's no Christmas crackers.
Yes,
there might be
there
Christmas.
is.
No, I'm sorry.
That's called
Not
communion.
In my family. Exactly. You wouldn't know. Going to all those bat mitzvahs. 5 big points go to the neighbor villains. Nick. Nick, what's our scoring update?
Oh, scoring update is that Sean Eckhart was paid $6,500 to attack Nancy Kerrigan, and the red team has 5 points.
Thank you. 5-0. Let's get Captain Bethany to the field. And Mark Wilder, Commissioner of the Evening, says Christmas crackers are British. We kicked them out a while ago. So that's the winner. Captain Bethany, your team has won the right to go first in the team choice round. What would you like to play?
You know what? We'd like to play the game of I know what's really going on here.
Okay, well, and who's going to know what's really going on?
Oh, that'll be Rob Grabowski because he likes to tell us all what we're doing.
I was about to say that's just art imitating life.
Yeah.
So, in this next, actually, first of all, the chat, I would like a suggestion of a high-stakes situation, like a train heist or something like that. That is like you only see it in the movies. Like fighting aliens, just a high-stakes situation. And what you are going to see is Bethany and Richard playing a scene where they will be doing whatever you suggest. However, they're not really doing that. Rob is the only one who knows what is really going on.
I am the watcher.
Here. Yes, Rob is the watcher, and at any point he can stop the... Either he or I can stop the action. I'll blow my whistle, or Rob, you can just say freeze. Either of us can do it, and Rob will explain what is really going on here. Then Bethany and Richard must continue like that. Okay, so this is, oh my gosh, these are so fun. Pat Connolly, I love that suggestion of the Zoltar machine. However, it's too specific.
Also 1988.
I was going to say, see,
Tom Hanks' first Oscar nomination.
No, for Nothing in Common. All right, so this is Allie does improv suggest that a plane is delayed. High stakes plane delay. All right, Bethany and Richard, are you ready?
Yes.
Rob, are you ready?
Yeah, boy.
Let's begin.
Hun, just calm down. It'll get here when it gets here, and we'll still go on vacation. Everything's gonna be fine.
But we only get 1 week off of work, and if we miss 1 day of vacation, then how are we gonna enjoy it?
Look, I know. I just think about it like starting vacation right now. Look, I'm reading.
Freeze! I know what's really going on here. Bethany's character has lost her job and is terrified to tell Richard's character, so she wants to extend that vacation.
Look, I'm reading a nice mystery novel. We have as long as we need.
Debbie, we have very strict plans. Our resort is expecting us, and if we come late, then we lose our reservation.
Carl, maybe we'll just, it's okay. We don't have to spend money on a first day, right? We'll just travel.
Grabo.
Oh, okay. I know what's really going on here. Richard has several pebbles in his left shoe.
Debbie, we have to spend money. You work in travel agency. You know how traveling works.
Right, Carl, and I know that the right level of complaining, the perfect level of Karen, is going to get us whatever we need regardless.
Freeze!
Why don't you...
It sounded like Bethany said Karen the name instead of caring. So
No,
I really know what's going on here. She could only slip in certain names that have nothing to do with the scene.
Look, why don't you have one of these Cheez-Its, all right? Enjoy a $9 Cheez-It bag. Like, Kevin would never be upset at something like this.
Kevin, my brother?
That's your brother. I think, he and Diane have a great time. Kevin and Diane are the couple that I wish Carl and Debbie could be.
What? If I eat these Cheez-Its, then I'm admitting that everything we planned for was for naught.
No, this is what our therapist says.
I really know what's going on here. Richard is also their therapist.
You want to have a session right now?
Yes, I do. I want a session right now.
Let's go! Oh boy, Nick. Am I right?
Wow. Oh, you're right. Hey, I have a news update.
Yes, what's our news update?
Christmas crackers are known as bonbons in Australia.
Oh my gosh, I love Australia. They would be the only ones who could make that right.
Today,
Good day. Let's get Captain Kate onto the field. Captain Kate, OMG.
I feel like maybe our team should earn a point for Christmas crackers being real.
No.
No.
No. Nice. I mean, keep asking, but the answer is always going to be no. You just watched the neighbor villains do an extremely fun, I know what's really going on here. What would your team like to play?
I'd like to say it was maybe adequately fun.
Okay.
What we would like to do is really show these loyal fans what extremely fun looks like with the game of changing styles.
Changing styles. You know what this means, loyal fans in the chat? We need styles in there. Styles might be things like movie styles, like horror or western. It might be movie styles like heist or mystery. It might be specific authors. It might be specific directors. Also, let's put some highly felt emotions in there that are not like happy, sad, or angry. Those are the three you're not allowed to use, but you can use other emotions. Let's put some high school cliques in there. And finally, let's put some celebrities that have very distinctive ways of talking. Okay, I was just doing Kerry Washington there. Could you tell?
I could. I definitely could.
Thanks. All right. So while those suggestions are going in the chat, we got lots of great. Nick, will you pick the first one and you can make the very first freeze? All right.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
I got all the rest of them after that, but you got.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I have all of them but one. All right.
All right, fine.
So. The blue team will be improvising a regular scene at any point. Nick, once, can stop the action and ask them to continue in suggestions that you have made in the chat. After that, no Nick, but just me, I can blow the whistle and I can freeze the action and do the same thing. So I'm actually going to look through this and pick one of these as our suggestion for.
I already have one picked out, so please don't.
Oh,
pick
go
it.
ahead. No, go ahead. Let's use the one you have picked out for our suggestion for the scene.
Do I still get to do the one after?
Nope.
Okay. So, your suggestion is Yacht Club.
Yacht Club. You are located at the Yacht Club. Players, begin.
Samantha, I'm sorry I sunk your yacht last week, but I'm hoping all is forgiven.
Muffy, it's completely okay. That was my least favorite yacht anyway.
Oh, thank goodness, because I have to tell you, it was my least favorite yacht, too.
Well, I don't know how you could have a least favorite of mine with the rowboat that you have docked.
Well, you know, sometimes one has to use one's own muscle, unlike you, who just decides you're going to take what belongs to other people.
Continue as a Regency romance. Regency romance.
Muffy, Samantha, I didn't expect to see you both here at the Yacht Club.
Well, we both paid dues, so...
Well, I paid dues too, and I've paid my dues by loving both of you women.
And we've paid our dues by letting you love us.
But now I must choose. Which woman not only has my heart, but has the most yachts?
I must tell you, I have...
All right. Nicole, love. Kate, exuberance. And Maureen, vituperative.
Mm-hmm.
Begin.
Only a rowboat, which means that we'll have to practically be sitting on each other's laps when we're out there. I'm just saying if that helps.
So I have your sweater around my shoulders.
Oh, women. Beautiful women all around me, drinking them in, the sights and sounds.
I've handmade you a card that when you open it up, it's me singing a love song to you.
Ah, beautiful
gross. Handmade. I bought you this turkey leg.
Oh, sustenance!
You're all in the D&D club.
If I roll a 7, I get to eat that turkey leg.
But then you run into a mage who lets you know that you are healed from all previous turns.
Oh, ladies, you really have tested my cunning score.
Look, before we go out on the rowboat, I stored some Mountain Dew on there that I thought we could have before our next whatever we call it when we do all of this D&Ding at the same time.
We're dungeoning, ladies. Dungeoning.
Yeah, we'll do dungeon.
My mother's on.
Okay, this is totally organic. We have 3 Chris's. Kate, you're Christopher Walken. Nicole, you're Kristen Stewart. Mo, you're Chris Farley. Begin.
My mother's on a yacht by the bay, waiting for me.
Ladies, prove your love.
I see sparkles whenever I look at you, and I think that should really just be enough for you to want to marry me and be together forever.
Wow,
Tiny.
I gotta think about it.
I do have to
Your
warn you, we have
sweater's a
children.
tinier size than me. I can't get in your tiny sweater.
I just want you to know if we have kids, they're gonna age really weird. I'm just like full disclaimer, you know.
All right, bring it home as RuPaul's Drag Race.
All right, ladies, it's time for you to both love me for your lives.
All right, here's the thing. I don't want to throw too much shade, but the library is open, and I happen to know that those yachts are rentals.
That's time! Oh my goodness. Nick, it is time for our first loyal fan poll. Is the poll ready to go?
I believe so, yeah. We have a poll ready in the chat. You can vote on which team you liked better. Remember, the red team was playing I Think I Know What's Going On Here, and the blue team you just saw play Changing Style. So, you can vote when we get the poll.
I was gonna say, I don't see that poll. Oh, hi!
Oh, here we go. Polls up. Polls up. Took me a little bit of a second. That's my bad. But the poll is up. So, let us know which team you think you like better. You can see them pandering on your screen right now for your love and attention.
Correct.
Feel free to let that influence your vote.
I'll take this 40 seconds coming up to talk about our resource guide, our community resource guide. If anybody in the chat would like to put an exclamation point community, I think it is, that will bring up a link to our community resource guide. We would like very much to be a company with good values, and this resource guide is a start. We recommend everybody click in there, take a look at all of the good things you could be doing for all the people that we haven't done good for before. And speaking of that, the blue team wins!
Blue team! 5 points to the blue team.
What does that bring our score to, Nick?
It is 7-0. Georgia over Clemson. I mean, it is 5-5. Red to blue. It is tied.
Yes, it is. And thank you, Allie Does Improv. Our musical director tonight is the amazing Ryan Mira. Props and kudos and all of the love to Ryan Mira. Thank you. Let's get these 2 captains back on the field for our next head-to-head challenge. Captain Kate, Captain Bethany, I don't want to alarm anyone, 5-alarm anyone, but the barn is burning. All right.
That's why I put my hair in a ponytail.
That's rally hair right there.
Yeah, that's rally hair.
Mine's been in a ponytail because it's unwashed.
Wow.
Because the water is burning.
All right. The tiniest bit of too much information, but I'll allow it. I'll let Mark Wilder, if you disagree with me, let me know. In the meantime, Captain Bethany, since Kate challenged in the opening head-to-head round, I will let you challenge in this one. What would you like to play?
Well, since we have been going outside of our homes, maybe we'll go back in soon, but let's forget about that part. We've been seeing people we haven't seen for a while, so we'd like to play a little game called Family Reunion.
Oh my goodness, Family Reunion. All right, well, let's field your team.
I'll do the same ones I had before.
Okay. The same players? You're not going to switch out players?
No, I'm going to do Richard and Grabo. I'm going to keep them.
Yeah, can I keep Nicole and Maureen, please? Because they're better than the other folks.
Wow, that's rude. I just was emotionally connected to them.
I don't listen to what the blue team says.
Wonder what Alexis would think of that kind of
All right. Now, why am I not talking? Why are you talking and me not? All right. So you guys are now challenged to the pun-generating game of Family Reunion. We haven't seen our families in a while, and we may have gained some new family members. So in the chat right now, you're going to put nouns. They can be proper nouns. They can be celebrities. They can be athletes. They can be places. They can also be objects, like a regular person, place, or thing. You know what a noun is. Put those in the chat. The players will come to the family reunion and realize that this new entity has joined their family, right? They haven't seen them in forever. They're going to greet them, and the family member is, and they're gonna pun the family member that you suggest. All right. So Nick, this time I'm gonna let you choose the first one, and then we'll go back and forth. All right.
Okay, so fun. Thank you.
Can you give an example?
Okay, so let's say somebody were to, they never would, but if they type banana into the chat, it might be like, hey, banana, welcome to the family. You have so much appeal.
Thank you, I needed a reminder.
All right, no worries. All right, so that's how that goes. Nick, you're gonna first pick our first suggestion, and you know what, Nick? Since I was so mean to you before, you're going to pick all of our suggestions, and I'm going to call out the players burn box style. All right?
Thank
Do
you.
you have our first one?
I do, because I'm prepared.
Okay, give us the first suggestion.
Your first suggestion is Nutella.
Nutella. And we start with Bethany.
Oh, Nutella. I wouldn't spend too much time with Aunt Shirley. She's a hazelnut.
Oh, boy. Nicole.
Oh, Nutella, it's been so long since I saw you. I almost forgot that you're just a cheap replacement for Uncle Peanut Butter.
Oh boy, Rob.
Oh my gosh, Nutella, you've gotten so big. Hey, watch out for your Aunt Patty. She likes to spread the gossip.
Woo, Richard.
Darn, Grabo took mine.
Oh no!
Hey, Nutella, it's so great to see you. You've gotten a little older. Is that a bald spot I see on your spread?
Give it to him.
To version B, JB. All right, let's get our next suggestion, Nick. What's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is elevator.
Elevator. All right. Let's start with Maureen.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in so long. You were, tis big.
Oh, tis? They make all the elevators. Bethany.
Oh, it's nice to see you again, elevator. Please talk to me for a while. Your mother's pushing my buttons.
Oh boy, Kate.
I have an elevator one, but I'm going to do my Nutella one instead because it's good.
All right, I'll take 1 point away for that.
Fine. Well, we don't need it. Oh, Nutella! Haven't seen you in a while. You look like crepe.
Very good.
All right, Richard.
Oh, elevator, it's been a while. You've gotten so big. Why don't you give me a lift?
Oh, Nick, what's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is comedy genius Adam Sandler.
Adam Adam Sandler, did you know he is off my list? Adam Sandler, I don't see Adam Sandler anything. Nope, him and Sofia Coppola. Sorry, I'm all out on both of them. Grabo, begin.
Oh, Adam Sandler. I'm so happy you're here. I have several new nephews to introduce you. Billy, Madison, Happy, and Gilmore.
All right. Nicole.
Oh, well. I'm surprised you showed up here after everything you did at the last one, the family reunion, when you took the father's company, when you know it should have been mine.
Oh, all right.
Deep cut. It's a deep cut.
I was gonna say, I'm sure that's a good reference.
But I don't watch so popular. But
Totally
you don't watch
watch
him
this
anymore,
movie.
so you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. That's right.
No.
All right, Kate, you're gonna do a Nutella joke.
Really? Oh, good. Hey, Nutella. Wow. Welcome to the family. I understand that there's a lot of us and it can be a little jarring.
All right, Bethany, Adam Sandler.
Oh, look at you, Adam Sandler. I just met your kid. Look, you're a big daddy.
Nick, what's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is Yahoo Answers.
Yahoo Answers. Yahoo Answers. I also don't use those. I'm strictly a Google girl. Richard, Yahoo Answers.
Hey, Yahoo Answers. I haven't seen you in a while. Is it true that you are just so angry at the world?
Maureen.
Yahoo Answers, I didn't think I would see you here. I thought you'd be hanging out with the rotary phone since you're both obsoletes.
Oh my goodness, Kate, you're gonna do a Nutella joke.
Okay. Nutella. Wow. I see you come to the family reunion. I didn't think that you would dare show your face around here again. It's milk and chocolate, baby.
Bethany.
What's the real one again? I had it, but just remind me.
Yahoo Answers.
Yahoo Answers. I'm so glad to see you. I had a question. You'll know. Should I take horse medicine?
What's our scoring update, Nick?
Our current score is 4-5 in favor of the red team because Kate, did a Nutella joke without permission.
You know what? We'll go ahead and give her that back since she tripled up. So it's still 5-5, but that should change any second because have you got a poll ready, Nick?
I'm getting that poll ready right now. We have a poll up. Who do you want to win, the red team or the blue team? Who did the better jokes? You can vote for red, blue, or Nutella. So it's up to you.
Thank you.
Vote Nutella always.
Hey, here's a question, Nick.
Yes.
I need a news break here. Is there dairy in Nutella?
Is there dairy in Nutella?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's milk chocolate,
Yeah.
chocolate base.
It is, yeah.
It's shelf stable.
Oh, we got all
Still
types
dairy.
of different.
I know. I didn't think it was because it's shelf stable. Like you don't.
It looks like there is dairy in it because there's a lot of vegan-friendly Nutella alternatives, which makes me feel like original is no good.
3.
If you would like to learn more about vegan alternatives, talk to performer Cynthia Kamak, who's currently running a marathon. Okay, and the blue team won again! The blue team is so good at comedy. Wow, very cool.
Why did we not ask Yahoo Answers about the dairy question? I'm
ever so sorry I didn't think of that. That is
They phased it out, guys. They phased it out.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Did you Google that? See?
I'm a Google girl.
On Yahoo Answers. All right. So, it is time to play 6 things. Captain Kate, Captain Bethany, you are both going to have to send somebody off the screen. to play 6 things. Captain Bethany, who's it gonna be?
My dog says it's gonna be Rob Grabowski.
Oh, Grabo, get out of here. All right, Captain Kate, what does your pet say?
My cat sleeping on the floor does not want me to disturb her, but she says that I'm going out myself.
Oh, well, disturb her while you're gone. Give her a nice big hug. She's perfect.
Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well now, Nick, we are gonna have to get these 6 things going now. Am I right?
Hey, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. So, what is our first thing? You can, and I'll get the things for it.
Okay, our first thing is jumping in a pile of leaves.
Jumping in a pile of leaves. All right. So in the chat, I would like you to put. You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna run the first 4 all in this with. I'm gonna ask for suggestions, and you and I are gonna pick from this list of suggestions for the first 4. All right. We'll re-ask again at 5 and 6. All right.
Yep.
So, in the chat, please put items that are associated with a specific location. Please put very exotic foods. Nick, please feel free to toss in some suggestions too. Things that start with R. I'm gonna say things that start with R. Nick, what do you got?
I have $30. If you could buy anything at a French Target for under $30.
French Target for under $30.
Yes.
$30 American or 30 euro?
Your pick. And also, your favorite sports mascot. What is your favorite sports mascot?
What is that Clemson score?
We're at halftime and Georgia is still leading 7-0.
Thank you. Missy Sue wanted to know. All right. So, also, finally, you're gonna put some any animals. All right, any animals. That's the last thing. Now, I am going to choose number 1. So, number 1, we're jumping in a pile of leaves. Is that what it was?
Yeah, jumping in a leaf pile.
In a pile of leaves. All right, but the leaves are not leaves. I'm so sorry. The leaves are all cockatoos.
Ooh.
No. Wait, I forgot. We're on number 1 here. It's an elephant. The leaves are all elephants. All right, and you're doing it with Benny the Bull.
Ooh,
no, wait, dang it.
Nope, okay.
I'm way down at the bottom of the list is the problem. Everybody has got their it's berets. All right, you're doing it with a bunch of berets, the French hat. All right, so our second one, Nick.
Yeah, that's gonna be drinking hot cider. It's gonna be our second activity.
Yep.
It's gotta be hot.
Yep. And it's good. You're gonna get the suggestions for this one.
That sounds good. For sure. So you're drinking some hot cider. The cider itself is not actually cider, but it is brie cheese. Okay?
Yes.
Brie cheese. And instead of drinking out of a cup, you are drinking out of a dusty book.
Out of a dusty book. All right, what is number 3?
Our third activity is going to be dressing up for Halloween.
Oh, dressing up for Halloween. All right, we are going to be dressing up as Benny the Bull. All right. And we are going to go out with, all right, the people we are trick-or-treating with are a bunch of Mark Ruffalo's.
Ooh, sign me up.
All right. I know, am I right?
Am I right?
All right, so number 4, what is number 4?
Our fourth activity is taking a hayride or being on a hayride.
Yep, got it.
Yeah. And the hayride, the actual tractor thing that you're riding on,
Yeah.
is a banana slug.
Yes.
All right, and you are taking this beautiful hayride with Ratatouille, the rat from Ratatouille. That was his name, right?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I'm 55 years old.
Okay,
Like,
we love you anyway.
Thank you. Everything after, like Aladdin, is just I don't know. Not my thing.
Yeah.
All right. So Nick, let's have everybody put some new suggestions in there, much harder suggestions, because this is 5 and 6, and they are going to be our hardest. Okay. So, that's Team Bookmark says that the rat's name is Remy.
Is Remy? I messed that up.
I will,
but,
I will. That's all right. I will take either Ratatouille or Remy. All right.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Right? Okay. So, in the chat, you are going to put concepts. All right, like love or honesty. You're gonna put concepts in there. You are gonna put historical artifacts.
Ooh.
Nick, do you have any suggestions that you would like to?
A place you would go on a field trip in high school. So it's like not fun because they want you to learn.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got historical items, we've got concepts, we've got places you would go on a field trip. I'm gonna say elements on the periodic table.
Oh, very cool.
Elements on the periodic table, right? Am I right? That should
you are right.
Give us enough, yeah. So, what's item number 5, Nick?
Okay, so item number 5 is solving a corn maze, like actually making it through the corn maze.
Got it. Okay. All right. So we are solving a corn maze. However, the corn maze itself is oh my gosh, these are all so incredibly good.
A lot of good ones.
And they're still coming in. The corn maze itself is Mackinac Island.
Very cool.
Corn maze equals Mackinac Island. All right, and the corn, the actual corn in the corn maze. Oh, maze, I got it. Well played. Is going to be tungsten.
All right.
One of my favorite elements to say.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Nick.
All right.
Bring us home.
All right. Our last activity is making apple cider donuts. Making apple cider donuts. Okay.
Yep.
And you are going to be, instead of the apple cider donuts, those are going to be the Magna Carta. That's what the donuts are. The Magna Carta. And let's see. You are making them in Mammoth Caves.
That's in Kentucky.
Oh, cool.
That's amazing.
Go Jayhawks.
Who gave that suggestion? No.
Boo. No. Oh, sorry. Okay. Whoops. I only know football.
All right. Who gave Magna Carta? Because
Allie does improv. Coming up with Mammoth Caves.
Mammoth Caves. Oh, I should have known Allie does improv.
Go Jayhawks.
No. It's
no. Okay. Sorry.
All right. So let's text our players so that they come back into the room.
I will do that right now.
I will explain the game. All right. So next thing is a game of guessing. Our 2 players have left the room, Kate and Rob, and when they get back, their teammates are going to give them clues as to all the things that they have to guess. However, they may not give them clues using normal ways. They can only use mime and gibberish. Mime, of course, is a totally irritating French art form, and gibberish is a totally made-up language like French. My favorite joke. So, we have, I see Kate. And I'll just say, each player has, the players will go back and forth guessing. Their team has 90 seconds to guess And if they still haven't guessed it correctly at the end of 90 seconds, the other team does have a chance to steal. The first 4 are worth 5 points apiece. The last 2 are worth 10 points apiece. So it is anyone's game. Our blue team is going to have the odd numbers. Our neighbor villains are going to have the even numbers. So the blue team is on the screen, getting ready now. And we have 90 seconds on the clock. Begin!
Somebody give some like a flonka bash or like fla. Somebody give shobokompa, salinka, barenka, sufuga, falobusho. What's up, Kabadikisa? Sabaga! Sabagi Sabaga!
Cortiscani scana, sa, Fuadaragas, Sigarasa, Qua, Qua, Saragasa, Garasa, Safua, that is Galagas.
Somebody get Falonko Pass, somebody get some like somebody got half a look at somebody gets me, somebody somebody get Flok from Osibigisu, Flok, somebody gets Alaga, somebody got Flok over Sigitaba.
All right. Looks like we have 44 seconds left to clean it up if you don't get it correctly, Kate. Okay, tell me.
I'm jumping in a pile of leaves as one is wont to do in the autumn. My leaves are actually a bunch of elephants, and the friend that I'm jumping with is a beret.
Ooh, 5 points to the blue team.
5 quick points for the bosses.
Fast.
Neighbor villains, you now have 90 seconds to get Grabo to guess this next one. Begin!
Oh, kushu kuda.
Oh, skabababa. Oh. Ah. Skabababa. Oh, skababa. Skababa. Oh, skababa. Skababa.
All right. How many damage time do we have left?
26 seconds left.
Grabo, take a guess.
Cool. I'm bobbing for bottles. The water is string cheese, and the bottle I'm using is a dusty old library book.
Oh, all right. A dusty book is correct, and the rest you're gonna have to clean up.
Cool.
Neighbor villains, begin.
Skababa. Skababa.
10 seconds. 5.
Oh, skababa.
3. 2.
All right.
2 seconds left. We got 2.
All right, you can still clean it up for 2 seconds if you don't get it right, but tell us what you're doing, Grabo.
Oh, I got into it. I am drinking hot apple cider.
Correct!
The apple cider is just a chunk of cheese, and I'm doing it at a library.
You know what? You're not doing it at a library, but you got it right the first time. It was dusty books, and I will give you 2 seconds to clean up the cheese. It is a cheese, but I need you to be more specific. Begin.
Okay. 2. 1. Time of your life.
All right. Grabo, the whole thing, please.
All right, I'm drinking some hot apple cider. I'm doing it at the glass is a dusty old book, and the actual cider is Swiss cheese?
No, it is not. All right. Kate, you may take a guess at this. Give me the whole thing.
Yeah, because I'm drinking some hot apple cider out of a dusty old book cup. And the cider itself is white cheddar cheese.
No, I'm so sorry. It is brie cheese.
Pulling my
I don't know
skin
what.
off.
I'm not sure what she was doing either. I
Pulling
know.
my skin off.
I saw string cheese because you gotta take it apart. I don't
Got
eat
a
brie.
skin on it.
Brie's delicious.
I'm American craft cheese man right here.
Singles. No Adam Sandler and all craft singles. All right, blue team, you are back up again. It's another 5-point guess. Thing number 3. Let's begin.
Scrata sasa. Ooh. Asadaga, hasa. Bing bong. Kranita.
Oh, say wow.
Asadaga sa. Oh, no. Oh, the karaga asadaga sa asa papa sadaga araga asa ah.
Oh, isa pausa too? Isa kukusa. Oh, isa misa. I said, what's about? Si misa na?
Oh, kranina sadaga sada fwa sada kwanakas.
Oh, wow.
1 minute.
Wow. Oh, si kisa wow.
Ashmeriga aplonka. Shabaligi, Sumbalaka, Pataka, Fumasiga, Shabaligis. Sameriga. Sabagi, Sameriga. Shukara, Hosabaragara. Book, Ashba.
Si
Sameriga, Fruit, Bobo, Fruit, Bombadiga, Abak, Sameriga.
30 seconds. 30 seconds left.
Kwanasa sada kwanada. Sadaga sa sadaga sa fruit sadakasa
What? I said, okay.
All right.
All right, we got 8 seconds.
8 seconds
Yeah,
to clean it
8
up.
seconds.
If you do not guess it correctly, what do you get?
That's fine. I am putting on my costume because it's
Take it.
Halloween.
Yep.
I'm going trick or treating with Macho Man Randy Savage, and I'm sorry, did you not see that? And the costume the costume has left my brain. I need it again.
All right. So we have 8 seconds to clean it up. Begin.
Fuka. Somebody go.
Yeah.
Somebody go. Somebody go. Somebody go. Fruit.
5,
Somebody go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time of your life.
All right. Guess again.
Okay, so I'm putting on my costume because it's Halloween, baby.
Correct.
My costume itself is Benny the Bull.
Correct.
And my trick-or-treating partner that I'm friends with is Bruce Banner or Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, I will give you 4 points because you double guessed. It was Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
All
Only
right.
4 points. All
You're
right.
lucky I
4
didn't
points.
guess Ed Norton, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's
Eric
gonna be my
Bana,
guess.
Bill Bixby. All right. So, it is now time for thing number 4. Neighborland, it is your turn. Bravo, you ready?
Sure.
Let's do it. Begin.
Oh, I am down.
Yeah, scabba. Oh, scabba. Yeah, scabba. Oh, scabba. Scabba.
1 minute.
Scabba.
We had 33 seconds left. That's 2 threes.
Grab over to do.
Oh, sorry, I got into it. I'm on a hayride, baby. My truck is a banana slug. And oh heavens, the location is Ratatouille.
Oh, it was not the location. Clean it up.
Okay.
Begin.
Oh, Scoutaba. Oh, wow.
30 seconds left.
Give me the,
So
give
I
me the
got
whole
into
thing.
it. I'm on a beautiful hay ride staring at all this gorgeous hay. My truck is a banana slug, and I'm with the Pixar film Ratatouille.
I'll take it. All right.
All right.
Those are our first
We
points.
got fun.
5 points to the red team.
What does that bring our score to, Nick?
7-0. We're back. I'm sorry. We are at 10 for the red and 19 for the blue.
Oh, dang.
Oh no, that one. point
Anyone's
is
game.
All the different. It's
We could
still
do this.
Anyone's game. All right, blue team, bosses. It is your turn in the first set of the 10-point round. Begin.
Shibariga fluka. Shibagi. Fobaraginka. Fluka. Flunk. Shibariga fluka. Suka. Baka. Sika. Oh, Shibarigi. Shibariga. Amaga. Shibariga. Abnukufalaka. Oh, Shibarigi. Shibariga. Shibariga. Shibariga.
Oh, c'est quoi?
Saba.
Oh, c'est quoi? C'est qui?
Credit Scotty.
1 minute left.
So the wanaga, sadagas, credit saka, funk, so the funk, so the get a hit, but a canaga, credit sa, bunk, sa sploosh, like, oh, sada,
It's a wow, c'est cousin
Paka, fuadaka, sada punk,
It's a wow, c'est cousin wow, jabisapo. It's a cosa cousin.
30 seconds left.
C'est punk. Yeah.
The Abasimiga Floka Sama Sabarigisa what is that? Fluka Banka Sinkatanka? I like
10 seconds.
Sobagisa Fluka Bagisa Sabari
5, 4, 3, 2 seconds left.
I got those two.
How much time do we have left?
We have 2 seconds
right.
for the final
2
or the
seconds.
5th round.
Perfect.
All right, for 10 points. Yeah.
I am solving and getting successfully out of a corn maze. All right. The maze itself, I've been in the Midwest long enough to know that that's Mackinac Island, baby.
Correct.
And the corn atop the maze is actually nuclear fission.
No, it is not. You have 2 seconds to clean it up. 2 seconds to clean it up. Begin.
Somebody get Fluka somebody get
1. Oh, no more time.
Take a guess. Take a second and final guess.
I got it correct. So grab a
Okay.
sit down.
Okay.
Great. I'm solving a corn maze. The maze itself is Mackinac Island, and the corn atop the maze is tongue theory. Oh my God! I know what it is
No.
now.
No.
No. You're wrong. You are wrong.
Okay. Rob,
Now,
you have a chance to
I'm
steal.
told to sit
Bravo!
down.
If you take this from me,
I hope you were paying attention.
I hope you were paying attention because
All
it
right.
will put you right back in a bam barn burner. Tell us what's going on.
Let's relax. We're going to be disappointed. I was making my way through a corn maze, or a maze. I was at the maze was the Mackinac Island with delicious fuzz, and of course the actual corn was tungsten.
He got it!
No!
He got it!
It was solving a corn maze. It wasn't walking through a corn maze.
Oh, sore loser! Boo! Sore loser!
You got the point. If we said walking through
Point it out.
You guys-
Split it in half.
there are
All right,
children.
I'll tell you what. You guys fight about it until you agree, or not, or I could run this match. All right.
Fine. Take the points. We don't need them.
All right.
Let's steal the next
Nick,
one. Kate.
give us a scoring update.
Scoring update with that amazing save by Rob Grabowski. It is now 20-19 in favor of the red team. Guys, we are back in a barn burner. George is still on top.
Bravo.
All right, Grabo. It is all in your hands. All right. If you don't get it, they have a chance to steal it. If they do steal, they win. All right.
$100.
Wow.
$100. This is our final
A
thing.
Franklin?
It's 10 points. Begin.
Skabba-baba? Skabba-ba? Shoo-shoo-shoo-shoo? Shaboom-boom? Kaboom? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba? Oh, skabba-ba? Skabba-ba? Hum-hum. Skabba-ba, skabba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.
Asa bisa ba asa? Asa ba chum. Skaba ba isa asa
1 minute.
No, saba, chucho, sofa, saba, ha, whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, jura, basa, bisa, isa scuba ba, isa scaba, saba ba isa, ha, sa, scaba ba isa boop, 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 boop. Skabisa ba?
Skabba-ba, skabba-ba.
Whoa.
Skabba-ba.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Skabba-ba. Skabba-ba. Skabba-ba-ba?
10 seconds.
Skabba-ba.
We got like 7.
7 seconds. All right, Rob, take a guess.
I am enjoying some delicious cider donuts at a cider mill.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm eating donuts that are cider flavor. My donut is the Scrolls of Time! And the location is an elephant's hole. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. All right. So it is apple cider donuts. You're not eating them. All right. And then you have to clean up the rest of them. Begin.
5 seconds. 2. We're out of time. Oh boy, elephant hole.
Cool.
Bravo.
Cool.
Go
Set up
ahead.
for success. I
There you go.
am making apple cider donuts
Correct.
at a beautiful cider mill. We'll say St. John's. And then my donut is the Scrolls of the Ancient Ones. And of course, the location is Pachyderm's trunk because they never forget.
All right. I'm afraid you were making apple cider donuts. The rest of it not correct. All right, Kate, take a guess.
All right, get ready for this.
No pressure. But if you get it, you win.
Oh, no
And
pressure
if you
at all.
don't, you lose.
That's okay. We all win in our heart, Marina.
Not really.
So, I am making apple cider donuts. I am doing it at the La Brea Tar Pits.
Okay.
And my donut is Descartes.
I'm so...
How did I get that wrong? How is that wrong?
I'm so sorry. Both of you deserve 1 point for good guesses, but that will still mean that our red team is going to win this. You were making apple cider donuts. Your donuts were the Magna Carta.
Never heard of it.
And you were at Mammoth Caves in the great
Never
state
heard
of
of it.
Kentucky.
Unfamiliar.
Oh!
Oh no.
Take us home, Nick!
Oh! Oh boy, the red team came out in the end to win 20-19. What a fun old time we had doing comedy sports on a Saturday night inside our apartment alone. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We love having you, our loyal fans, watch us. Let's give a big round of applause to our two teams. Your losers, the Chicago Bosses. We had Kate Cohen, Nicole Devon, and Maureen Winston. And your winners, whose name is the Napervillians. We had Richard Kalis, Bethany Remley, and Rob Grabowski. Your fantastic referee was Kat Godsick, Ryan Mira on piano, Ryan Ford on video chat. I'm Nick Hasselbrock. George is still winning. It's insane!
I see everything around me changing again and again. Can't stay in this dead-end relation, 'cause it's fading to gray. I feel everything inside me changes over and over again. Can't wait, knowing that our love is wasted, yeah, wasted. We're running blind and we don't know why. Was it
Whoa! Hey everybody, my name's J Spud. I'm gonna be your host for tonight. It turns out if you take the K and change it into a Spud, it spells J Spud. Welcome to Comedy Sports Online, CSZN on Twitch TV, your home of delightful improvisation on the internet. We have an exciting show for you tonight. It's a show where comedy is played competitively. That's why we call it Comedy Sports. And throughout the show, we're gonna be coming to you, our loyal fans in the chat, for lots of suggestions. So I'm gonna put one in the chat right now. So let's start out. Check out this poll. How do you spell potato? Just kind of let me know. Just kind of put it in there. I'm not really good at spelling. I usually just use numbers to tell me how to spell it. You know, you kind of use the ASCII codes and stuff like that. You know, that's what you got to do. By the way, are your ears delighted? Because mine are. I've got lots of eyes, but I've got a few ears too. And those delightful ears are hearing the sounds of John Sturck on the keys, who will be improvising with us all night as well. Now, we pride ourselves here at Comedy Sports on doing a show for all ages. So, we have what is known as the out of bounds foul, or oops. Hashtag oops right in the chat. Now, this means if you say anything lewd, crude, lascivious, or inappropriate, anything that is not supportive of people, we have little bots in the chat that may kind of ferret you out and give you some warnings or boot you out altogether. Now, this also applies to our players. They're going to be improvising and making stuff up off the top of their head. So if they say anything that's a little cussy pants, guess what? Our ref is going to have some consequences for them. Some punishments. All right, it looks like the results of our poll is back, and it looks like it is spelled potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That's right. Excellent. Now, there's some delightful activities that I personally like to do when I'm not spending most of my time in the ground. So, fall's almost coming up. What's something you love to do outside in the fall? For me, it's kind of roll around on the ground. Go ahead, type into the chat. What do you love doing in the fall, during autumn? Personally, again, along with rolling on the ground, I love to read the little children's books that have the places where you can put like your fingers that make them look like you're like a zebra or something like that. You know the kind, and you have like that, but then you can like dress it up with like little leaves and stuff like that. That's always fun for me. Oh, rake leaves, excellent, or play football. What's something if you had like $1 million, what would be something that you would do? What would be something you would do? If I had $1 million, I'd gold plate myself, and I'd be a gold potato. Hold for laughter. Hold for laughter. Okay, cool. So it looks like we got lots of great activities. Feel free to keep putting them into the chat. But before we get going on anything else, we have some very, very exciting news. Check this out.
What's your story? What's your sign?
Welcome to Comedy
It's
Sports.
like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. Oh, oh, oh. We come alive. Yeah. We come alive. Oh, oh, oh.
some pretty exciting news. If you want to find out more information about tickets, you can put !TICKS into the chat, and you'll find out lots more. You want to find out more about MD tonight? Put an !MD. You want to find out some cool merch information, how you can buy cool swag, type in !merch. If you want to find out cool resources to help support communities in Chicago, you can type in oh boy, let's see if I remember and spell it correctly, community. Uh-oh, oh, hey there. Whoa, watch out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, you're gonna poke my eyes out. Whoa, gotta watch out. Hey, oh, haha, can't find me. Oh, no, hey. I don't find this tool very appealing. Nailed it. All right, guess what? It's time to bring all of our players out. Let's get ready to play. Guess what? We've got an exciting match ready for you tonight. We've got two teams competing for your laughs and your enjoyment. First up, we've got the Saskatoon Tables and a microphone. In red, first up for the Saskatoon Tables and a microphone is, of course, none other than Richard Kalis. Rosh Hashanah's coming up, baby. And helping out with the Saskatoon Tables is none other than the incomparable, the inimitable Choo Choo. It's Hars Sonderricker. Eminem time. Yes, he's the real Slim Shady. And of course, guess what? You would be remiss if you didn't see Jason Geis captaining the Red Saskatoons. Oh, watch out. Oh, I think he's almost got the toy. And of course, they're not going unopposed. In blue, we've got the Michigan Wolverines. That's right, first up for the Wolverines, number 37, playing quarterback. It's Maureen Winston. Uh-oh, OH Bio. And helping out with the Wolverines, we have none other than the hardest working individual at U of M. It's none other than Nick Hasselbrock. Wolverine. And of course, put your hands together in more than a shape than is just the state of Michigan, because captaining the new Michigan Wolverines is Rob Grabowski. Boom. Don't forget to hydrate. Now, reffing and keeping us all under control is none other than referee Yvette Jaskowitz. Pew, 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 pew. Oh boy, you know what? Hey, no, I can't.
Oh, hi, I'm here. I just did the perfect example of what I was about to say. You know what I mean?
Like, you teach by example. That's great. Yeah.
You know, I do. Hi, everyone. I am Yvette Jaskowitz, also known as Ref Jasko, and I just did an example of the technical foul. Wonk. So, if someone does not unmute when they clearly should know how to do that, if their screen gets glitchy, if they get lost in their virtual background, anything technical happens that hiccups this match, I will blow my whistle and I will determine the severity of the foul based on what they do. All right? J-Spud, are you tracking?
Oh, I am tracking like a VCR that just came back from the maintenance factory.
I love it. I am loving these team names. I'm ready for this 9:30 match energy. Let's get these captains to the screen.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right, so we have got Captain Jason for the Saskatoon Tables and a microphone. And we've got Captain Rob Grabowski for the Michigan Wolverines.
Wolverines!
Jason, do you have a catchphrase?
No, thank you for asking.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Saskatoon Tables and a microphone.
Wolverines!
Perfect. That's what I was hoping
Tables
for.
And a microphone.
Wolverines!
No, I know. This is the whole show.
This is the coin toss. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. Let's do a more fun coin toss. Let's do a more fun coin toss.
Okay.
So this is a match. We need to determine who's going to go first. How do we do that? All right, it's a holiday weekend. My plan, wearing a lot of mumphies, a lot of comfy clothes. I want you to go find your comfiest clothes that you're like, I put this in and I'm like in this all day. Go.
Hey, Ref Jasco, you know what my comfiest clothes are?
What?
It's a paper towel soaked in peanut oil. I just kind of love just kind of sitting rolling around in it.
No.
Yeah, yes.
Mine are former maternity pants because, you know, those babies still stretch.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so Rob is back. Where's Jason? Where's Jason? Did he have to go into his hamper?
He might have.
Oh, there he is. Okay, Rob, you came back first. What is your comfiest pair of clothing?
It's not great. It's what used to be gym shorts and now just become like, I don't want to put pants on shorts.
Are those from Kohl's?
No, Target. The drawstring fell out a long time ago, so I can't like go anywhere. I gotta because they'll fall. But they're very comfortable.
Super mumphy. I love it. All right, Jason, what's your comfiest?
I'm sorry, I was just off on the couch snuggling in my hoodie.
I should have grabbed the hoodie.
That's amazing, but I do have to say though, like not having a drawstring like really restricts any cinching, and I'm into that because you can pig out.
You gotta
and
gain
not have
enough
to worry
weight.
about.
Yeah, you gotta gain just enough weight so they don't fall.
Yes, but not too much that the skin rolls over the top.
Exactly,
So it's
no muffin top.
Perfect gauge factor. Yes, but. Jason, that does look really mumphy. All right, Rob, I liked yours better, so you get to call the first game. What game do you want to call to get your team the first 5 points on the score?
I want to kick it a little old school. I'm a 90s kid, so I want to play the game. I want it that way.
Ooh, good call. Jason, do you accept?
I do.
Perfect.
Oh, no.
Field your team to the screen.
Team.
All right, so for the game of I Want It That Way, Rob said this, 90s, one of the best boy bands, not my favorite, but one of the best boy bands was Backstreet Boys. And they had the very, very popular song with the chorus that went, I want it that way. And our players are great rhymers. Rhymers, right? That's what we say. They're great rhymers. They can rhyme well. So they want to show off their skills. So we're going to be singing to the cadence of that song, but our players are going to have to rhyme with the same word. But the fourth player has to rhyme 3 times in a row. Now, here's a little tease. Jacob, if he's supposed to be doing certain things in this game, so if he doesn't do it and messes up one of the team members, he loses a point, that team earns a point. So Jacob, or I'm sorry, J-Spud. J-Spud.
Check out me and my boys.
I'm sorry, J-Spud.
The 6th member of the Backstreet Boys.
All right, so please in the chat start giving me 1-syllable names. 1-syllable names, throw them out there, and I am now going to number my players. So let's go with Richard, you are 1. Maureen, you are 2. Jason, you are 3. Rob, you are 4. Hars, you are 5. And Nick, you are 6. And they will go in that order. All right, got my dual screen set up, so let me see these 1-syllable names. Ooh, I see Lane. Lane is going to be the first name that you pick. Lane, we are going to start with Richard. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin.
There's a great person named Lane.
Not as great as David Blaine.
And they live on the street of Maine.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
They definitely aren't very plain.
Tell me why.
But they fly an airplane.
Tell me why.
Oh, they should stay in their lane. I know.
I'm
I didn't have another
sorry.
one. I know.
I get it, but I loved the confidence, Rob. I loved it. You need to get off the screen.
Good. I'm tired.
Our new order is Richard, Maureen, Jason, Nick, Hars. And the next one-syllable name is Pam. And Hars, we're going to start with you. Begin.
I'm Jim. I'm in love with Pam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nick didn't realize that he had to go next. It doesn't necessarily mean one or two. Hars started. You're supposed to start immediately after.
Wait, you said I was 4 though. You said I was 4. And Hars was 5. It should have gone to Richard.
Oh, is that right?
I will.
Oh!
He is right. He is right. He is
Oh
right.
my goodness.
I'm gonna sleep with Rob.
Richard,
Richard. Wolverines.
You know what, Nick, your team gets a bonus point. That was my mess up on math. I made the mistake of thinking you were going to be the one that was out. I'm sorry, that is not the case. All right, I'm going to focus now. Our new order: Maureen is 1, Jason is 2, Nick is 3, Hars is 4. We've got 2 players from each team. It still is anybody's game. Your name is going to be, oh, I like this, Kip. Kip is the name, and we are going to start with Jason. Begin.
My name is Kip.
And I am pretty hip.
I love to dip.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Why walk when you can skip?
Tell me why.
It give your moves some zip.
Tell me why.
Escape that dog with the yip yip.
I want it that way.
Get ready for a Kip quip.
Because I don't take no lip.
There's a drip in my drip.
I'm sorry, Hars. You were studying drip. You know, you
Hear him out. There's a drip in his drip.
Hey, J Spud.
Stop it.
Yeah.
What are you doing after the match, bro?
Oh, I'm rolling over to your place, Hars.
Yeah, bro. I'll see you soon. I gotta go.
That's disgusting.
Very disturbing.
All right, Jason, you are the last person for your team. You got to hold it out, otherwise the Wolverines are going to take this from you.
Wolverines.
Order: Maureen, Maureen, Jason, Nick. We are going to start with Maureen. Our one-person name is Zach. Zach. Maureen, begin.
His name was Morris, Zach.
And he ran field and track.
And he was part of Boys Back.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Time to go on the attack.
Tell me why.
Not gonna give you any slack.
Tell me why.
So don't give me any flack.
I want it that way.
The Affleck duck, he says quack.
Zach Morris is a snack.
I also watched Alex Mack.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Don't step on a crack.
Tell me why.
I'll give you a frack.
Tell me why.
I just stepped on a tack.
My thing was also tack.
That was Nick. Oh man, we went through that. That was a hot round with Zach. Everyone crushed it. Sorry, Nick. You have to leave the screen. We are down to our final 2 players, Maureen v. Jason. Our last one-syllable name is going to be Fran. Fran. Fran is your one-syllable name. Jason, we will start with you.
Okay.
Begin.
Francis, but you can call me Fran.
I cook things in this pan.
One of those things is Bran.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Do you do the can?
Tell me why.
If you kick too high, I will ban.
Tell me why.
Then you'll have to cry to Dan.
I want it that way.
My favorite song is Stan.
I have a gan.
Have I shown you my master plan?
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Lando calls Solo Han.
Tell me why.
And Han Solo is a man.
Tell me why.
I'm sorry, you said Han and then Han. So I feel like you forced a rhyme. I'm sorry, Maureen. You are out 5 points to the table.
Bye.
J Spud, that was a killer round. I mean, I had to find the tiniest reason to get them to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So tricky. So tricky.
Are you gonna have any of those? Do you mind if I just kind of like jump in?
Yeah, I'm doing Noom. Eat all the fries you want.
Oh, okay.
All right. You know what? The red team won. Turntables and a microphone. Let's get Captain Jason up on the screen. Jason, you doing okay, buddy?
I'm just having a snack.
All right. What flavor?
That was green.
Oh, so not tropical.
I think it's like a spearmint tum.
Oof. I'm so sorry.
I'm not. I think they're delicious. These are the assorted fruit flavors, and they're ultra 1,000 milligrams. That's what it takes to run a comedy theater.
Oh, I love it. You know what, Jason? Put those Tums away. Let's have some fun. What do you want to call for your team choice round to play?
You know what?
Richard and Hars?
I'm nothing if not topical. So we're going to call the game of Newscaster and give you all the news that's fit to laugh at.
I love this game. Great call. Field your team. Goodbye. All right. For the game of Newscaster, Jason is going to be telling the news. He's going to be our anchor. And all we need for this is an event that happened in a town. Let's have some fun with it, though. Let's not get wild and too crazy. Let's just, whatever kind of event has happened in a town. And Jason is going to be the anchor. And he's going to have to turn to his teammates to help him tell the news. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let me look at my chat box here, and let's see what these suggestions are. You know what, J Spud?
Yeah.
I want you to pick.
Oh.
I want you to pick.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
So it turns out that there's actually a library full of cicadas. Once every 17 years, it just fills up.
Okay, hold on. Say that again?
The event in the small town is a library that has been filled with cicadas.
That's disgusting.
You betcha.
All right, the library has been filled with cicadas. J Spud, I'm going to turn to you for one suggestion. What's the name of this town?
Oh, obviously it's Crick Creek. So it's not like a cricket. Crick Creek, yeah.
All right, Jason, you are going to be telling the news. I just want to make sure Captain Jason is available.
Oh, I'm
Perfect.
available.
I love it. All right, here we go.
Hello, Crick Rick people. This is Action Rick at Action Rick Crick Rick News with all the news that you need to knows. Now, I'm sorry I'm so flustered and that I was late to the broadcast. I've been attacked by cicadas on the way in. It's unbelievable. As you may or may not have known, we have cicadas once every 7 years, but in the town of Crick Rick Nick Rick, they only are located in the library. In fact, let's go to special library correspondent Dewey Books for more on this. Dewey?
Yes, it's me, Dewey, and I'm trying to read, but I can't because there are bugs in the crick-crick-gang library. But if you really look hard enough, you might find a word.
Yes, Dewey, what's the scene down there at the library right now?
People are upset that they can't read.
Gripping. Thank you. Thank you, Dewey.
Back to you, Jason.
Thank you, Dewey. Oh, as you can tell, Rick France, I should really learn the name of this town. Now, this seems like it would be it would affect the weather. So we're not going to check in with the weatherman, though. We're going to check with our traffic correspondent, Conesy McCones. Cones?
Yes, the cones here are going insane right now. The streets are all blocked up because of the cicadas. No, go around me. Go around. We
Conesy.
don't know what. Yes.
What's on your head?
Oh, I got hit by a cone, so it's just a flesh wound. So don't worry.
A flesh wound. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for your continued service.
Back to
As you
you.
can, thank you. As you can tell, citizens, it is outright pandemonium. And when I think of pandemonium, I think of cutting to our local Panda Express manager, Richard Kalis, for more on this. Richard?
So I've been trying to text the mayor, and the mayor keeps texting me back, and he says, hey, I'm running to town. And I said, okay, but the line outside is whack. They don't know that most of our food is actually cicadas. So we have an answer to this, and he just won't respond to my texts.
Late breaking news, most of Panda Express's food is cicadas, and Richard is using a baby's toy to text
This is
the
not
mayor.
a baby's toy. This is a
baby's toy.
phone.
Richard, we talked about this. You're using a baby's toy to text the mayor.
And how come this dog knows how to answer the phone?
Then it's a jitterbug if it's anything. Speaking of jitterbugs, let's go back to our entertainment correspondent, Hars H. Hars.
Yes, of course. Hi, everyone. I'm Hars H. Hars. I'm the actor that plays Hars on the very popular show Comedysportz. I'm actually dressed in my character. What are you gonna do when you're entertaining? Well, you got cicadas coming in, right? So you add them, put them in a pot. Get a little peanut oil going, mix that in, throw that in there with the peanut oil. Now you put it on the oven and you get them going good. You get them going real good.
Hars, it sounds like you're stirring a spoon in a pot. Is that correct?
No, I got cicadas in here. See 'em?
And how many knives would you say are back there? Enough.
Knives.
You heard it here, Rick Tick Town. Hars has enough knives.
Back to you.
We'll call it there. Hey, J Spud, you're laying in the fries. J Spud.
What? Sorry, it was so comfy.
Focus on me.
I'm here.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, that I really like that game. That's gonna be really tough to beat, but we got to see the next game. We're waiting for Captain Rob. Let's get him up to the screen.
Ooh.
All right, loyal fans. Before I talk to Rob here real quick, I just want to say I want you to remember that game that the red team just played, because you're going to have to vote on which game you liked better, but you're about to see a game from the Wolverines that you may like more. So, Rob, what do you want to call?
I don't know. It's pretty tough. The newscaster went pretty well, but I'm going to just kind of entertain myself here for a moment. I've always wanted to do a scene with the potato, so I like to call the game Four Corners, please.
Ooh, I love this. All right, build your team to the screen.
Wolverines!
All right, so the Wolverines call the game of 4 squares. So as you can see, we have 4 players. J Spud is now a player.
Hey.
Each team is going to be doing one scene. Now, before I get into this more, I want to get some suggestions in the chat box of genres, times in history, people you admire, personal or famous, colors, emotions. I just want you to throw a lot of stuff in there, and I'm going to pick 4. I'm going to pick 1 for each pair, and whenever that pair is featured on the screen, they're going to be performing a scene inspired by that suggestion. So let's get our first pair. Why don't we get Maureen and J Spud? So Maureen and J Spud, your suggestion is Italy. Italy.
Great.
All right, let's rotate right. All right, so this next scene with Rob and J Spud is going to be, Betty White. Betty White is the suggestion for both of you. All right, let's rotate right. All right, so for Nick and Rob, your suggestion is, Sonia Sotomayor. Sonia Sotomayor is your suggestion. And let's rotate right one more time. And our final suggestion for Maureen and Nick is going to be the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages is your suggestion. So why don't we do a quick repeat of our players so they remember what their suggestions are. Let's start again with Maureen and J Spud. What is your suggestion?
Italy.
Rotate right.
Betty White.
That is correct. Rotate right.
Sonia
Sotomayor.
Correct. Rotate right.
The Dark Ages.
Dark Ages.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, Nick,
You know what? I wanna start with the Dark Ages. So we are going to start here. I can rotate this right or left, however which way I please. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Brendan.
Yes, what?
I just learned that there was a time when people didn't have email.
What?
I know. I thought you, as the school troll, would be most interested in that fact.
I am, and I want some chestnuts.
Ugh, always you in the...
Rotate left.
Oh my God. Is that Sonia
It's her autograph.
Sotomayor?
It's her autograph.
Do you have all the justices?
Only one left.
Oh, who you gotta get?
The one I have to get
Yeah, who you gotta
is...
get?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
got
look
it.
through my book
Flip
to make sure I pick a good one.
Flip through your book.
I think John Roberts is okay to say in today's world.
Can I be honest? That sounds good to me.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Rotate left.
So you want me to sign your skin?
Yeah, I'm like a huge fan. Like, if you could just do it, I'm just gonna get it tattooed over in like a few weeks and stuff like that. So like, I'm just really need like a lot and stuff like
This is crazy. I've never experienced this before, let alone I just opened my bag and there you came out of my kitchen. But yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
Are you a fan of what's your favorite TV show of mine?
I'm gonna have to say Golden Girls, and followed by your unknown cameo appearance in The West Wing.
Yeah,
Not many people know that.
No one ever says Mary Tyler Moore.
Rotate left.
I'm very honored that you've brought me to meet all of your friends here at Italy.
Yeah, it's like not a big deal. I kind of like work here, so they know me. I'm an assistant sous chef, so it's like I really get to choose the noodles.
That's so cool. So you're not in like Frito or Vino. Are you near Carne?
Yeah, I'm like right between where they sell the ink squid noodles on Carne and where they have like that cheese station up on the second floor.
Oh, Formaggia.
Rotate right.
Is this gonna hurt if I use should I use a knife or a pen? What? I don't understand.
If you just a pen to start, and then.
All right. Now, have you seen Mary Tyler Moore's show? Because I think I was pretty adorable in that, and no one ever brings it up.
Yeah, no, I've only seen the Steven Tyler Moore show. I don't know what the Mary Tyler Moore show is.
Rotate right.
So you're telling me you got everybody except Clarence Thomas?
No, I got Clarence Thomas.
You got Clarence Thomas.
Dummy. I can get John Rob.
You know, school troll, nobody wants to be friends with me because they think I'm too
Shut up!
gossipy.
It's because you smell. It's because you live in a trailer and you smell.
Rotate left.
No, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second.
It's John Roberts.
John Roberts, are you sure? He's still on it. Okay.
And he's in that bank right now.
We gotta go get him.
Rotate left.
Carve me in your likeness. Just do it. Just
All
carve me.
right. I haven't whittled in a while, but it's got to be the same thing as a potato.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Now hang on. Is this a sexual thing?
No.
Oh, I am going. Okay, hold on a second. We'll get there.
You have to dance break first before consequences.
All right. It's a 9:30 match. I get that things, get a little edgy. So Grabo, I'm giving you a warning for that out of bounds. All right, you kind of crossed the line a little bit.
I just was making sure before I dove in. I get it though. Am I the potato in this? What's happening?
I don't know. Anyway, all right, loyal fans. I'm gonna turn it over to J Spud. J Spud! J Spud!
What? It was so
Come on,
comfy.
man! I know, you're in the French fries, but come on, and you got another potato with you. Like, oh my God, I know you're popular, but we need a poll.
Well,
we need people to vote.
It's the
All
poll's
right,
in
Bravo.
there. The poll's in there. Who gets the peanut oil? Just let us know. Is it the Wolverines or is it not the Wolverines? Just remember that. Yeah.
J Spud, did you like playing? Did you have fun playing?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I feel like it brushed off my Juilliard chops, which I haven't got to do in a while.
Ooh, very, very nice. Very fancy. All right, J Spud, how are we looking? What's this competition? Who's winning?
I just gotta say, I see UM Wolverines on both of these doing really well. However, the not UM Wolverines are doing much better than just the regular old UM Wolverines. And it looks like, polls just closed, the not UM Wolverines have taken it. It looks like the Saskatoons have the points.
Ooh, 5 points.
Wow.
The Saskatoons tables and a microphone. Let's get my captains to the screen.
Saskatoon tables and a microphone.
Wolverines.
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 Ref Mama Bear yelled at me.
Wolverines.
Wolverines. Okay, all right.
Bad.
All right, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right,
Sorry,
we need to call another head-to-head game. Grabo, you got to call the first head-to-head. Jason, I'm going to turn to you. What do you want to call for this head-to-head game?
Hey, Rob!
What's up, bro?
You want to go surfing, bro?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Hey, Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Surf's up.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Let's play surf's up, bro. Let's do this. Surf's up. All right, so our players are playing some surf bras. They're in California, hitting those waves, eating some tacos with some avocado. It's going to be a good old time. They're going to be telling some pun jokes. They're going to be a surfer bra, a surfer gal, whatever surfer they want to be. And the setup for their jokes are coming in a minute. I want in the chat box before I give away that squeeze. I want to get some animals. I want to get some continental United States capitals. I want to get occupations that your grandparents had. I want to get names of things that you don't even understand. I want you to challenge these players to jokes that you think that they might not succeed, or you think, oh, this is gold. All right, so they're going to be doing a setup joke. Let's say it is a food, and the suggestion is apple. They might be like, surf's up, my apple. Gotta catch those waves, they're really going to work your core.
All
right, so our first suggestion for our players is going to be test pilot. Test pilot. I'm going to play this burn box style, so I'm going to randomly call on a player, and they're going to have to tell a joke right away. At the end of this game, you're going to vote on which team's jokes you like better. I'm going to start with Nick.
What up, Maverick? Crazy waves we got today. Good thing we're surfing at actual surf spot Mavericks.
Richard.
What's up, test pilots? What's really cool about going surfing is all the air we get.
Maureen.
Surf's up, test pilots. You better hit those waves before they crash.
Jason.
Well, cowabunga, test pilot. I hope you're having a really good day, or at least a simulating one.
Oh, surf's up, my test pilots. Make sure you test those waters. I've seen some sharks.
Very good advice. Very good advice. All right, your next suggestion is going to be a rhinoceros. A rhinoceros. Jason.
Cowabunga, rhinoceros! I hope you're having a great day, or at least, nope, can't say that. Back to you, man.
Same minds, bruh. All right, Maureen.
Surf's up, my rhinos. Hey, great job going around the Horn of Africa. That's how you do that clean, Jason.
Thanks, Maureen.
Hers.
Oh, surf's up, rhinos. Let's not be bummer nose.
No more rhino jokes. I'm going to call that one.
Come on!
How you do that clean?
I had a good test pilot one. I had a real good test pilot one.
Mine was topical.
I was trying to think of a Eugene Ionesco one. You theater nerd.
We're never going to hear him. We're never going to hear him.
It was bad.
Next is going to be Tallahassee, Florida. Tallahassee, Florida. Let's go with Rob.
Oh, surf's up, Tallahassee, Florida. This city stinks. Oh,
Richard.
Surf's up, Tallahassee, Florida. You better be prepared for those waves today, because they're going to be a capitol on your body.
Yeah.
Nick.
Hey, Tallahassee? Look, I don't mean to pan you, but you need to get a better handle on your waves.
I want to give a bonus point to Nick for the 2 jokes in the setup. Very, very nice. Sweet, 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 sweet. Horse, Tallahassee, Florida.
Hey, Tallahassee, Florida, what a long face. The waves are perfect. Let's go to Cape Canaveral. Woo, baby, I'm going.
Perfect joke.
Cars turned into a surfing cowboy? I'm not sure what happened there.
There's waves in Corpus Christi.
Yeehaw!
Another suggestion. Ooh, a teapot pig. A teapot pig. Maureen.
Surf's up, my dudes. You gonna get on your oolong board. Oink, oink.
Jason.
Oh, yeehaw, my surf bros. Listen here, you better catch that wave or micro baking your way out of here.
Rob.
Oh, surf's up, my teacup pigs. Remember, when you're trying to balance on the board, keep them pinkies up. It's classy.
Nick.
What's up, babe? I'm just trying to get some tail.
Another bonus point, 2 jokes in 1. We're gonna get one final suggestion.
Keep it clean,
Nick.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Tooth decay. The loyal fans are throwing you for a loop. Tooth decay.
What are these?
Oh, what up, tooth decay? What's going on? Those waves are killer out there. Don't be gingivitis.
That's not even a joke. Lose a point.
Oh man, the tooth decay people
Richard.
get it.
What's up, my fellow tooth decays? We better be ready to dentist into the water. Yeah, baby.
That's also not a pun joke. Lose a point.
Whoa!
Jason, save your
right.
team, bruh.
Can I get both their points back if this makes you laugh?
Yeah.
You like Cowabunga, Tooth Decay? Hey, you better not be uncool on that wave or you're gonna get a cavity, sir.
I'm sorry, your bros jumped in on the punchline and I couldn't hear it, so 2 points away for you, bros, because you jumped in on his joke.
You
Losing
idiots.
all so many points. That's the end of the game.
We're doing you well.
We're gonna
You guys are
call it there.
Wolverine?
Chase Bud. Chase Bud. Chase Bud. Are you hooking
hey.
up down there? Are you
No,
hooking up down there?
no, it's
What's
just
going
my-
on down there?
It's just my friend.
She
We're just friends.
she looks, or they look, I don't want to assume. They look a little testy.
No, it's just that's just. Do you think I look testy? They also work for the Princeton Review. That probably explains why they look testy. Nailed it. 12 points for Jace Bud.
No points for Jace, but listen, I knew that I threw a lot at you with
Yeah.
those point changes. So, but we still need the loyal fans to vote on which team they like better in those jokes. So it doesn't matter if they lost points.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the fans are still going to pick on the better team. So let's get that poll up.
Oh boy,
All
it
right.
looks like it's pretty overwhelmingly. Quick poll looks like the Blue Waves, man. Blue Wolverines get the points.
Oh, the Wolverines get the points. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Ah.
For Jason! For Jason!
Let's get our captains to the screen.
Shut up, idiots!
Yeah!
Oh, Jason, I really want to hear your joke.
You didn't hear it?
No, I honestly did not hear it because Richard and Hars, the kings of loud, were just like, ah! And I was like, well, sorry.
Cowabunga, Tooth Decay! You better not be uncool on the boards or I'm gonna give you a cavity search.
Yeah! Killer! Yeah, Captain! Yeah! Oh, yeah, baby!
Kings of Loud!
I
All right, the
think
game's
Hard's
done. The
ever
game's done. Let's
seen-
get the captains back to the screen.
Ah.
I don't think Hard's ever seen a surfboard.
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
All right. Our score is now 8-6. It's very close. We're now going into 6 things, which is
We're
everyone's
not? Oh,
favorite
thank
game.
God.
It also could the match. Anyone could win this.
That's true.
Anyone could still win this. So let's get into it. No more funny business. No more
Yeah.
touching on the toes of the out of bounds foul. Let's get into it. Aw. Dippy, 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 dippy.
Oh, that's
Rob.
sexual.
Oh no.
Who are you gonna send out?
Our newest member, Maureen Wolverine.
All right, bye, Maureen. Maureen's gonna be the blue team, the Wolverine
Wolverine.
guesser. And Jason, who are you sending out?
Our newest member, Richard. The teapot.
All right, bye, Richard. All right, so for the game of 6 things, we are going to need a ton of suggestions, So, let's get a lot of stuff. Let's get a lot of stuff in that chat box going. I really want to see. I want you to start throwing in some things you can only find in space, and I want to see some things that you can only, like do on a weekend. Because I just want those things. So, but first, I want to know what our first activity is.
Oh boy, our first activity, if I remember correctly, I think it is raking leaves? Yeah, raking leaves. Haha, Spud never forgets.
Raking leaves. All right. J Spud, I'm going to be honest. I can't see anything. I'm looking at my dual screen. I'm only hoping for the best. So I'm going to need you to help me out.
I'm
all right?
all eyes.
All right. So raking leaves. All right. Raking leaves. You know what? They're going to use a rake. But instead of a rake, it's going to be, let me look here. Let me look here. Let me look here. It is, the rake is Darth Vader's helmet. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Darth Vader's helmet. And then the leaves themselves are going to be, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm taking both space references. Guardians of the Galaxy, the full crew. The full crew.
Yeah.
All right. Bonus point for the team if they name a specific crew member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Bonus point there. Help me remember that, J Spud. All right, J Spud, I'm going to turn it to you for the second activity.
All right, the second activity is what looks like tossing me around, I believe, playing football. I believe. So what I'd love in the chat is what is something that is too big to fit in a shoebox? What is something that's too big to fit in a shoebox? And what is one of your favorite fictional characters or fictional groups of characters? Could be like cartoons, could be like live action. They could be like different potatoes and stuff like that. So, for playing football, instead of the football itself, the football itself is going to be a cello. A cello.
Ooh, I like that.
Like that. Yep, a cello. And then the team that you're playing against is none other than what? Oh, okay, cool. Yes, is none other than the Goonies.
Ooh, versus the Goonies.
Rocky Road?
I've never seen Rocky.
That's okay. A lot of people have at your age, okay. Jacob. That's
that
fine.
Makes sense.
All right, let's get the third activity. Please tell me what it is.
Oh boy, I forget this one offhand, so I'm going to refer back to my making soup. Just remembered it. Making soup. Yep.
Making soup. Thank you. All right, so please in the chat box, I want to, you know what? I'm going to take some suggestions that were already said. So the soup broth, the broth is going to be an encyclopedia. The broth is encyclopedia, and you are making the soup for greasers. Those greasers sure are hungry. So you're making the soup for greasers. All right, J Spud, let's get activity number 4.
All right, activity number 4, if memory serves me correct, is buying a Zamboni. Buying a Zamboni. Ooh. So, what I would love for people in chat is what is a very warm place you would love to vacation? Could be real or imagined location. Could be a real location or an imagined location. Very warm place that you'd love to vacation. So instead of a Zamboni, I'm going to take one from before as well. The Zamboni itself is going to be, in honor of the Event Horizon Telescope, a black hole. A black hole. Ooh, Zamboni is a black hole. And of course, the ice that you are trying to Zamboni is none other than Mercury. Mercury.
Ooh.
I'll take the planet or the element or the historical figure. It doesn't, or the mythological figure. Any of the things.
I was just gonna say, which one do you want? We'll take it. We'll take any of them. Good to know as the referee. All right, now we're getting into our last 2 activities. Now the last 2 activities are each worth 10 points. The first 4 are worth 5, but these are worth 10. So this is hard. We really want to challenge our players. I mean, this game's already hard. We really want to challenge our players. So in the chat box, I want you to give a very like specific. Let's get like titles of musicals. And then why don't we also get some athletes, some modern athletes? Let's get those in. So what's our 5th activity, J Spud?
It's obviously contributing to a 401k. contributing to a 401k.
Yeah, that is very important. I feel like people may not do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they should.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah.
All right, so contributing to a 401k.
Mm-hmm.
So your 401k account. So your 401k account. Your 401k account is going to be Matilda from the musical Matilda. So Matilda is going to be the account itself. And then, so that's the account. And then you know what? When you're contributing to a 401k, you got to wear something snazzy, right? So when you're contributing, you have to wear a new brain. You have to wear a new brain, not a regular brain, a new brain. All right, that one's very fun. All right, J Spud, let's close it home with activity 6.
All right, closing it home with activity 6, donating to charity. So for this, you know what? I'm going to I'm gonna pick some of the same. I'm gonna use some of the ones that you got because there's some really nice ones in here. So instead of the actual charity that you're donating to itself is none other than Phantom, as in Phantom of the Opera. You're donating to Phantom of the Opera. And instead of donating money, you're not donating money. You are donating Scottie Pippen. Donating Scottie Pippen.
Oh man, that is very fun. When I watched the Bulls documentary, man, did I fall in love with Scottie Pippen. He was just
Yeah.
Did you see that, J Spud, with your girlfriend and those French fries?
No, I haven't, but we did see another Pippin, the Bob Fosse choreographed musical Pippin, which I'm sure is same thing, right? It's about his life, I think. I don't know. I'm not. Pippin, the Scottie Pippen musical, is that, am I remembering that correctly?
It's close enough. You know what, J Spud, I'm loving our rapport, but let's get to the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can we get to the game? Yep. All right, we're going to bring our players back. We now have all 6 of our activities and all of the replacements. Now, for those of you who may not have seen Comedy Sports on CSZN Chicago or when we were live, this is a guessing game. And our players are going to have to give clues to the guessers who left the room, but they can't speak in English, and that would be way too easy. So they can only use mime and gibberish, which is a nonsense language. And that's the only way they can give clues. Each team has a minute and a half for each activity. When they are ready to guess, I will blow my whistle, and they will attempt to get that activity correct. Now, if the blue team is going, the red team can watch. And if the blue team can't get it, the red team can steal, and vice versa. J Spud, I don't want to do the math, but there are a lot of points on the line to win this match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of math points. So, I mean, J Spud, I feel like our guesters are back. I feel like we're good to go. Are we good to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so our blue team is up on the screen with the first activity. Maureen is our guesser. We got Rob and Nick. Here we go.
Scabba, scabba, oh, scabba,
oh, scabba, oh,
scabba, weepy,
All right, J Spud, how much time do they have?
14 seconds remaining.
great.
14 seconds. All right, Maureen, what are you doing?
I am raking leaves.
Yes.
The rake is Anakin Skywalker, and the leaves are Captain Marvel.
Ooh, all right. So the rake is incorrect. The leaves are incorrect, but you're close. You're in the right universe, the right realm. Cool. You have 14 seconds for the Wolverines to clean it up. Here we go. Stop. There is no more time. Okay. All right, Maureen. Give it to me.
Yeah. Okay, great. I am raking leaves. The leaves are Darth Vader. And I'm sorry, the rake is Darth Vader, and the leaves are Groot. Little Groot. Baby Groot.
Ooh, I am so sorry. That is not correct. All right, Richard, you have the opportunity to steal.
Thank you, Raph. Richard. Okay, the rake itself is the mask of Darth Vader, and the leaves themselves are none other than Paul Rudd's Ant-Man.
No. All right, so you were raking leaves. The rake was Darth Vader's helmet. I'll take mask. And the leaves were the Guardians of the Galaxy. However, I did say that if you said a crew member, you would get a bonus point. And Maureen, you did say Groot, so I'll give you 1 point for that.
Yay,
I will give you 1 point.
Thank you. I'll take it.
1 point. All right, let's get our turntables and a microphone up on screen. All right, Richard, are you ready?
I am so ready.
All right, here we go.
Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up! 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 Oh, shut up! Shut up! Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up! Shut up!
1 minute remaining.
Tick, 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 tick.
All right. Tweet. All right, how much time?
44 seconds remaining.
Ooh, all right, that's a good amount of time left. Richard, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm playing football. The football is a bass guitar, and I'm playing the Goonies.
All right, you are playing football. You are playing against the Goonies, but the football itself, you got to clean up. 44 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh! 30 seconds remaining.
All right, how much time?
26 seconds remaining. 26.
Ooh. All right, Richard, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm not much of a musician, but I know I'm playing football. I know I'm playing against the Steven Spielberg hit The Goonies. And I know that my football is an oboe.
Oh my God, it is so not an oboe.
It's like a type, yeah, you get it.
You know what? Clearly that is incorrect. You still have 26 seconds though, so let's clean it up.
Splooshy, splooshy. Oh, splooshy, splooshy. Oh.
Okay, all right. How much time?
7 seconds.
Ooh, 7 seconds. All right, Richard, tell me the whole thing.
Okay, I am playing football. I'm playing football against the Goonies and the cello. I'm playing the cello as the football.
Yay! it. Killer cleanup. That was great. Shallow. Very nice. All right. Sorry, Maureen didn't get the opportunity to steal, but you have right now the opportunity to get 5 points.
What about 1 point?
You get. Well, you still have 1 point, but yeah, we'll do that. Let's get 5 points. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Skip it.
Ba da da ba da ba da ba da.
30 seconds remaining.
All right. How much time?
8 seconds remaining.
Ooh, 8 seconds remaining. Maureen, what are you doing?
Great. I am making chicken soup.
Yes.
The soup is a dictionary.
Ooh, close.
Okay. And the person I'm giving soup to is John Travolta.
Ooh, all right, you are close. That's all that I will tell you. I don't want to give too much away, but you're in the right mindset. You've got 8 seconds. Here we go.
Skip it. I'm not taking notes.
All right, Maureen, tell me everything. You don't have any more time left.
Great. I'm making chicken soup. The soup is an encyclopedia, and I'm making it for a greaser.
Yay! 5 points to the Wolverine. Very nice. Good job, team. All right.
More than 1 point.
Love it. All right, now let's get our microphones up. Here we go.
Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh, shut up! Shut up! Oh, China Bakati! Oh, Liga! Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Ka-ching! Shidaba! Ka-ching! Shidaba! Oh, Shabbataba! Oh, yeah, Shikamadaba! Oh, Shadaba! Shikamadaba! Shidabuyakadabakaba! Shidababukuda! Oh,
30 seconds remaining.
Oh, oh, kink.
All right, time. How much
There
time is left?
is 16 seconds remaining.
Ooh, 16 seconds. Richard, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm driving a Zamboni. The Zamboni, a Zamboni full of cash. The Zamboni is gravity, and the ice that I'm flattening out is, what did Hars just do? Is mercury.
Yes. Okay. So your ice is mercury. You are not driving a Zamboni, but you are doing something. with the Zamboni, and your Zamboni is not gravity. So you got to clean up your activity in the Zamboni. How much seconds? 16?
16 candles left, yep.
All right, here we go.
Wow! Skabada, Askaba, hibit, hop, hop, ho, shoot, 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 Askaba, haba,
4, 3, 2,
All right, Klugover, stop. All right, Richard, you have no more time left. This is the last time you get to guess for this activity. Tell me, what are you doing?
To ride a Zamboni. The ice itself is what Hars did earlier, which is mercury, and the Zamboni itself is getting sucked into a black hole.
Ooh, okay, I'm sorry. What did you say the activity was? You broke up in my headphones.
In your head, I am paying to ride a Zamboni.
Ooh, you are not paying to ride a Zamboni. I am
That
sorry.
is a classic fall and winter activity.
Yes, and I genuinely wasn't doing that to give you another chance. I just could not hear your guess. So for the loyal fans, I do not want you to think that I was trying to give him some
I said the
extra
same
time.
thing.
Maureen, please,
Yes.
let's steal those 5 points. What are you doing?
Great. I am buying a Zamboni. The Zamboni is getting sucked into a black hole, and the ice is mercury.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. It was just black hole, but I'll take sucking into a black hole because that's what Jason showed. 5 points for the steal. Very nice, very nice. These clues are on point. I am loving watching this. All right. So we had those 5 points. Now we are in the 10-point round, baby. 10 points, a minute and a half. Jay Spud, are you ready for this 5th activity?
Oh, I am spunked and ready to go.
What?
Now hold
All right,
on.
here
Hold on.
we go.
Scabba-dabba. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, scabba-dabba. Oh, scabba-dabba. Scabba-dabba. Ha, scabba-dabba. Tick, 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 tick. Scabba-dabba. Oh, scabba-dabba. Scabba-dabba. Oh, Scabba! Scabba! Ding, 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 ding! Scabba! 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 Nom, 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 nom. Scabba! Scabba! Boo! Scabba! 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 Oh, God. I don't know this one. Nick, you're muted.
I'm a basketball. Basketball.
30 seconds remaining.
How much time is left?
Oh, there is 7 seconds.
I'm so sorry, Rob. I thought that we were done giving clues. Are you good?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay.
No worries.
All right. Maureen, what are you doing?
I am saving money at the bank, and the money is a movie, and let's just say it is Shrek. And the third thing I didn't see at all what the replacement is. Let's say the bank is World Peace.
Ooh, that is not right. Hey, Jay Spud, how much time do they have?
We've got 10 seconds. It's in recalculations. 10 seconds.
You know, I did say that the technical foul was a thing, so their penalty is losing 1 second. So they are losing 1 second. So they have 9 seconds to clean this up. I see our stage manager
It'll make all the difference.
/ rolling his eyes / thank you for making me change the clock. All right, so we have 9 seconds to clean this up. Here we go. Time. There's no more time. No more time. No more
totally
time. All
got
right,
this.
Maureen.
She's got it.
For 10 points. What are you
Totally
doing?
got it.
I am saving money at the bank. The money is Baby Geniuses, and the bank is Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You nailed it. Points!
Points!
Maureen!
Point!
Oh my
Give me at
gosh.
least one. 1 point. 1 point, Yvette. 1 point.
Don't beg for
Just
it,
one.
Maureen.
No,
Don't beg
Nick,
for it.
no.
I'm
Nick
not
did
begging, I'm just
technical foul. Maybe, I can't.
That wasn't me,
Richard.
though. Oh.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I am investing my money in the stock market.
Okay.
That's not a good sign.
No, you're close. That's why I was like, ooh.
The money itself is Elmo's World, and it's taking place at. Let's just stick with what we were doing. The Greece.
Points. Good, points.
See what it is.
Yeah, bro.
Points. Yeah, bro. Points.
Points.
Okay.
1 point.
All right. So you were contributing to a 401k. So
Obviously.
you both were fairly close. All right. Your 401k account was Matilda.
Oh.
And you were wearing a new brain.
Right.
Was that from Pat Connolly?
I don't know. I just saw a new brain and I took it because I thought it would be cute. All right.
Okay. It's a musical. That's why I ask.
Yeah, no, I did musicals just for you, Maureen.
Thank you.
I did 2 for you. You're welcome.
Oh, I got none of them.
That's okay. All right, so this is our final activity. Number 6. J Spud, are you ready for this one?
Bumped as ever.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, Shadaba, Shingabata, oh, Shiba, Shinaba, oh, Shikada Baba, oh, Shida Baba, Shaba, oh, Shaba, oh, Shaba, oh, Shaba, oh, Shaba, oh, Shaba,
tick, 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 tick. Come on.
All right, time. How much time is left, J Spud?
32 seconds remaining.
Okay, 32 seconds. And I'm so sorry, Richard. I don't mean to pause you, but I forgot to ask J Spud this. How many points are on the line right now? What is the score?
The score is the Wolverines with 19 and the Tables and Mikes with 11. So, if the Saskatooners get this, they win.
Ooh, okay, cool. I love when this happens. All right, Richard, not you, but
Before I guess.
higher.
Before I guess, how much pressure can I put him under? Okay, so I am making it rain on people who need it. The people who need it are slam dunkers, and the money itself is, what did Hars do? I always forget what Hars did. The money itself.
I'm sorry, you don't have any more time to try and figure that out and tell me. So let's clean it up. How much time is left again, J Spud?
32 bumpy seconds left.
Thank you so much. 32 seconds. Here we go.
oh, Shadaba, 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 oh,
All right.
Okay, all right. I am making it rain.
Hold on. How much time is left?
12 seconds.
12 seconds. Okay. Richard, what are you doing?
Okay, I am making it rain. I am making it rain for the Phantom from the Phantom of the Opera, and the money itself is Michael Jordan, the former Super Bowl.
Ooh, okay, so you are not making it rain.
Okay.
The 4 I will give you. The 4 is for Phantom from Phantom of the Opera, and the money is not Michael Jordan. How much time is left?
12 seconds.
12 seconds. You need to clean up your activity and what the money is. Begin. Time is up, Richard.
Okay.
This is your opportunity to win. What are you doing?
I'm donating to charity. The charity is the Phantom of the Opera, and the money itself is High School Musical.
Oh, it is not High School Musical. You are donating to a charity. Kudos for that. The charity is Phantom of the Opera. Maureen, you don't need it, but you're going to get it for 10 points. What is the money?
The money is Scottie Pippen.
Yeah! It is Scottie Pippen, 10 points to the Wolverines. Chase Bud, let's close it out.
Oh man, you saw a crazy show tonight. Amazing work. Let's give it up for our runners-up and ran the Saskatoon tables. ... And a Mike. We had Richard, Scottie Pippen, Kalis. We had Hars. Send me some of that peanut oil, baby. Sandericker. And we had Jason. Oh, look at that county, nice guys. Oh, tum-tums for your tum-tums. And of course, let's give it up for our winning team, the University of Michigan Wolverines. We had Maureen Winston, Nicholas Hasabrak, and Rob Grabowski. Roughing us, we had Ref Yvette Jasko. And of course, doing keys on it, we had John Sturck. Grindford was doing the tech. I've been Jay Spud. See you all next week. Bumpy.